pessoal, estamos aqui com uma das personagens mais queridas da comunidade 1.6, pelo menos, Joe Miller. Hi Joe, thanks for your time right now. First of all, we are here at I45. It's not your first race series led. What's your experience on this event?
My first ever I-Series was I-17, so I've been to quite a few I-Series events, first playing and then more working, doing shoutcasting and what have you. I love I-Series because it's more social than any events, you know, it's not just about winning, it's more about meeting people and having a drink with people and just a big social event, more of a festival than a tournament, I guess you could say.
Right now you are commentating League of Legends. You are quite known in the Dota 1.6 community for shoutcasting 1.6.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those two games?
Big difference, obviously. Number one, League of Legends, you need to be really switched on when you're spectating, of course. Maybe not so much now, they just released a new spectator mode where you can sit back and relax a bit more. But the difference is you really have to keep an eye on a lot of things at once. With 1.6, of course, you have to be in the right place at the right time to see the kills and stuff, but it's harder to keep an eye on the action with League of Legends. In terms of the commentary style, you have a bit more time with League of Legends to be more analytical than just play-by-play. Obviously I am a play-by-play commentator. It was never my thing to be the real expert, you know, but I find in League of Legends you have more time to explain what's going on and why, and whereas in 1.6 you get a bit more action.
In both of games, what do you most enjoy commentating? League of Legends or
that's a really, you can't compare. It's like comparing apples with oranges, you know. 1.6 I'd casted for a long time. Since I guess my first 1.6 cast in 2005. So a good few years I commentate 1.6 and I love it. The thing that I most love about 1.6 is the story behind it. The fact that you can say these guys used to be in a team together in this year and they played this together, now they're playing against each other, whereas in League of Legends, obviously the competitive side of it is fairly new and those stories are still building. If someone said to me, okay, come to an event and you can cast only 1.6 or only League of Legends, then first I'd look at the teams that are playing, but probably right now, yeah, the thing is, as you saw at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship, I casted almost only Counter-Strike 1.6 while League of Legends was there as well, and that was for me because I wanted to be part of 1.6 in what I feel like was maybe the last real major event. If another event came around with those teams and those prizes, I'd do it again because I want to be part of it while it still lasts. So, you know, whilst League of Legends right now, for me personally, is more fun somehow, I'm still totally attached to 1.6, and if there's a tournament, I want to cast it.
As you said, you felt that the Master World Championship probably was the last real event. You think 1.6 is really dying and the community is, I don't know, falling apart?
Yeah, it's really hard to say because, you know, there are less events now. You can't deny that there are less events. A lot of the top players are retiring or already retired, for example. I don't know. It's a hard one to say because there will still be some events for 1.6 this year, but I think the fact that CSGO is going to come out and Valve are really going to push it with their partnerships with the leagues, you know, they're going to make sure that CSGO gets off to a good start. So I think sadly that this year is going to see Counter-Strike 1.6 really, sadly, I wish it didn't have to be that way.
And Go might be the future.
At least for a year. We'll definitely see CSGO for a year and people will say then after a year, okay, this is not really, you know, kind of like Source, we saw it straight away with World Cyber Game, for example, and then it went down. Because the game simply, you know, it didn't bring in the stars that you need to run a successful esports event. Yeah, the Source players are all great guys, there's some stars there as well, but excitement for fans. There weren't the Neos and Forrests and Khan, you know, all these amazing players that we used to 1.6. They weren't there. But maybe they'll go to CSGO because at the end of the day they're living from the game. They have to go where the money is. So maybe CSGO can do that.
There is also quite a few amount of 1.6 players switching to League of Legends.
Yeah.
You think that's a pretty nice way to run away the fact that 1.6 is dying?
The thing about League of Legends is there's so much money there. So much money. I mean, Riot just announced, you know, season 2 is going to have 3 million at the final stop, and $1 million here, there, and everywhere. There are tournaments every night of the week for League of Legends, and you know, if you want to put the time in, you can earn a lot of money with League of Legends. Through the stream, for example, is something that we don't have in 1.6. I mean, you see, for example, Dyrus from Team Solo Mid. Before he switched over to Twitch TV, one of his last shows alone had 46,000 viewers, which is almost as much as Intel Extreme Masters have for CS as a whole on one event. So it's really, I'd say, and I've heard from a couple of teams that if CSGO doesn't happen, then they're going to switch to League of Legends.
In terms of the companies and the visibility that 1.6 still has, you think that the game still deserves one more chance, 2 more years or a couple of years more?
The thing is, nothing ever comes for free in sports. So for me personally, and I've had this throughout the whole time, especially when I've worked for ESL TV, but I do a stream and all I see is complaints from people saying, where's my fucking HLTV, you know?
Yeah.
But if they really think about it, if I gave them HLTV for every game and ESL TV or any other tournament didn't make any money from the streaming, they get less sponsors because there's no stream and they can't have their logos and their advertising in there. And CS 1.6 would have been dead a lot longer ago than it possibly is now. Because people, sure, I understand you want to watch HLTV, it's more comfortable, you can click around, you can watch whatever you want, sure. But the people that give the money to the tournaments that you guys want to watch need their return on investment, you know? They have to see their logo, or they have to show their boss, I just sponsored this tournament, look at this big logo that just was seen by this many people, and that's what's going to have to happen. The community needs to understand that you have to support the tournament organisers, and not just ESL because, you know, because I work for ESL TV, I'm not saying go out and buy ESL TV Premium or whatever, but support the likes of, you know, ESEA, buy your premium membership to ESL TV, when any other Counter-Strike events on, watch their streams and, you know, give their sponsors feedback and be happy that actually you're getting another event rather than saying, I want HLTV, I'm not going to watch because I have to watch a stream. Because gaming doesn't work that way anymore.
Last question, what's your next event?
My next big event will be, it's not announced actually, so I'm not sure if I can really say.
That's why I want to know.
Dreamhack. Big event. Maybe in between I'll do something with the Blizzard World Championship, just some stage hosting, obviously not commentating StarCraft 2, but similar to what I did to the European Invitationals last year in Poland, just interviews and bringing the players on the stage. But for commentary, I think DreamHack's the next big thing.
League of Legends and Counter-Strike once again?
Most probably just League of Legends, but hopefully some Counter-Strike.
Quake also. I've got a viewer that wants to know if you want to commentate Quake.
Yeah, I forgot that Quake's going to be there, so yeah, maybe I'll get dragged into some Quake as well.
Much thanks for your time.
No problem.
Hopefully to see you in the finals tomorrow and commentating in Rock once